During times of shadow, in the background of burst, the sun waits for the moon to torch the night. Torch the night. In the broken neon and faded light, the lucky motel at the corner of nowhere and the past, where memories go to forget, laughing to erase. Her name is Lacey. She makes us crazy, kind of crazy. His name is Want. She can hear it. She wants Want, but doesn't want to. Sparks of the stars, burning, strong heat. He is like flame. As her fire waits, she is a pulse in the charging light. As a passion of storm, fiery rain, lightning carries thunder. Understand that sometimes this is what good girls do. What good girls do. In the breath of songs, in the magic of moan, they held them together so as not to feel so alone. So alone. So alone. During times of shadow, in the background of burst, the sun waits for the moon to torch the night. Torch the night. In the breath of sighs. In the magic of moan. They held them together so as not to feel so alone. So alone. So alone. Patience burns quick, waiting for the rich, but the rich won't hurry. The rich eat us. So rich don't worry. In the sun's shadow, water melts into cold. Running rivers are want. Want needs justice, but justice is just ice in those rivers of want. The stars in the night have seen it all. What isn't remembered takes time to weep. Soul isn't empty. Still, it feels that way.
Famine in the venting, patience burns quick.
Waiting for the rich. But the rich won't worry. The rich eat us. So the rich don't worry. All those still moments, still searching to belong. The scent of heaven calls. The prayers of the prayed. Feeling something missing. The constant of every day. In the happy place, the great lie is one with all the little lies, edges of breaking dreams, cutting into other dreams.
Famine in the plenty,
Famine in the plenty.
patience burns quick. Waiting for the rich, but the rich don't hurry.
The rich don't hurry.
The rich eat us, so the rich don't worry.
The rich don't worry.
Famine in the plenty, patience burns quick.
Waiting for the rich, but the rich won't hurry. The rich eat us, so the rich don't worry. Patience burns quick. So anyway, we appreciate you all coming out and thinking about hemp. Think about it. Just think about it. Nothing else. Think about it. It's a start. People really don't think about hemp. You know, I mean, think about it. They don't. Yeah, I don't make this shit up. It's the way it is, right? Think about hemp. And then act upon those thoughts. Then act upon those thoughts. Right? Think clear and coherent about him. And then act upon those thoughts. You know, when there's a problem, the energy you take to solving the problem is the energy that's going to be in the solution. Right? So we got a problem in this country. Right? Anyway, well, we all have a... But anyway, we know we have a problem. And to take clear, coherent thinking as the energy to creating a solution to the problem means there will be clear, coherent, clarity and coherency in the solution. But if we take emotional reactionaryism and just hate and demonization because the bad guys are a bunch of assholes, if we just take that in there, then that's the energy we're going to take, and that's the energy that's going to be in the solution. So really there will be no new solution. We're just rearranging the lie that we tell ourselves. No offense, but I think we do tell ourselves a lot of lies, but freedom. That's a lie. But no, I'm not going to go too far here, but it's serious stuff, right? Because it's either about responsibility or it's not. It's about responsibility or it's not. This thing about freedom, I mean, practical reality. I mean, practical reality. Being free is one thing. Freedom is free-dumb. 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 You get it? Free-dumb. We live in this reality that we're in now, and you got to have money to be born, you got to have money to die, and you got to have money to spend in between. So where does free even begin to come into this? Seriously, this is an obvious reality. Where does it even begin to come into this? So we're out here chasing the little freedom fantasies instead of taking responsibility to use our intelligence clearly and coherently and create clear, coherent solutions. We're chasing a fantasy that they've imprinted into us to chase. You believe in freedom, and I'm saying think about being free. Parallel realities. Believe in freedom or think about being free. Right? I like the idea of being free more than I like the idea of free and dumb. But, you know, that's me. I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to do. So. Anyway, that's it. In the rhyme of match, these embers of torch, sweeting the light. What you do to me, this temptation of heat, craving your liquid, that deep fire, that sweet rushing flame, that embracing the stirring. Your name is the spark, fire starting this roar, blazing through my heart. Much is said about love, but love seems to tame with no way to explain our wildly of gentle. The reality of dream, the closeness of close, melting destiny, fate, what is meant to be, an unraveling of need, this drenching of desire, and it all started with your smile, an embracing of stirring. Your name is the spark, fire started this roar, blazing through my heart. No way to explain a wildly a gentle. rhyme of match, these embers of torch, sweeting the light, what you do to me, this temptation of you, creating your liquid, then deep fire, then sweet rushing flame. So learn everything you can about hemp and advocate for hemp with clarity, clarity, right? Make more sense than I'm making right now, right? Make sense. Well, I figure everything's up for grabs. Whoever makes the most sense. See, but nobody's trying to make the most sense. Everybody's just trying to sell their deal. But nobody's out there trying to make sense. And so, anyway. But I do, yeah. I think our sixth sense, that's common sense. We have. Last night in a dream, I interrogated God. Why is it the good die young? What's the reason to this? We talked, we argued, we cried. I never did get any answers, but God knows I tried. The answers I already know. The question, for the question, who is it took the creation story, claimed it, then took it apart, glorifying obedience and fear, stamping uncertainty into the heart, rampaging through the mind. And then there's that original sin. There's something about the devil to pay. And that golden rule, do unto others, obviously isn't really a rule. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. The violence gets violenter. And God just sits there with nothing to say. It said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. I've never read it said, in the beginning, the Word was thinking. And what that has to do with anything. Last night in a dream, I interrogated God. Why is it the good die young? What's the reason of this? We talked, we argued, we cried. I never did get any answers. God knows I tried.